Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. I am a lover of plants, and I am once again in a different room. This time I'm in my kitchen, which I've been trying to reorient and reorganize so that I can move some plants around and hopefully they'll be happy here. We'll see, because I keep moving things around and I have another box to unbox. There's just two babies in here, I think. So let's get into it. If this is your first time watching my channel, I'm gonna say what I say every time, so forgive me. I always open the box first, give my perfectly honest opinion, and then if what I've said is positive, then I will happily tell you exactly where I got my plant so that you can get you some tea. But if most of what I said was critical or not so positive, then I'm just going to go directly to the person I got my plants from and let them know my feedback because I would rather them hear it from me than to be bashed in a public forum. That's how I roll. Um, but I wanted to talk about something unrelated to this package that I've still not opened. Um, but one of the reasons that I've been moving around, and I did mention it in my last video, was pests. And a lot of people have been going on and on about pests. I've watched so many videos about people's pest control routines and different pests that they've experienced in the house plant hobby, collecting hobby. Um, and I've made several videos about the pest control that I use, which I got from Liqui-Dirt. And I will link that video in the description of this video so that you can see exactly where I got my information from. I found that to be very useful for me, but I also like to switch it up sometimes so that I don't let any potential pests get, what's the word? Build up an immunity to the routine basically that I've established. So that's just me. I'm not just using Liqui-Dirt, although I use that one regularly. And I found it to be really effective and I'm happy with that treatment process. But every once in a while, I'll see a plant and be like, oh my gosh, you need something extra. So today was one of those days, friends. I received a package that I did the unboxing video for, but I have not uploaded it yet. And I'm going to say everything without mentioning exactly where I got my plant. Um, I haven't posted a video, so it's not like they'll be at risk of exposure due to this, but it's all facts, so it is what it is. Um, and if you're watching this video, I still love you. I don't take it personally at all because I feel like all plant people have experienced pests. It's just they're attracted to plants. What are you gonna do? You can't just avoid them forever. It's not possible. Okay, we finally got through the layer of insulation to get to the box inside. And I want to thank the person who sent me this package because, oh my gosh, this was so well insulated that I couldn't even get into it. So thank you, Lila. Appreciate you. Now I can open my box. But what I was going to talk about was the fact that I found what is most likely thrip larva on one of my newest anthuriums. And I had opened that package in a different room, the same room that you saw on my last video if you watched my last video. And it wasn't the plants from my last video because, like I said, I haven't posted that video yet. Anyways, I started doing my unboxings in that room because a friend of mine had ordered from the seller and said, girl, I think you should know that I got larva on my new plants that I got from the seller. I let them know, and they, because this is not the first time, and they said that they were going to refund me for the pests the plant that came in with the pests, and it was apparently infested with pests, with the thrift larva. And so I was like, oh my gosh, so worried that I opened that box in a different room because I was like, I'm not risking these plants coming in to my collection and bringing some sort of problem because I have plants all over my house, some for me, some for thee, y'all know. And I'm just like, there's no way. I'm not gonna risk this. So, anyways, I opened it. Everything looked beautiful. Beautiful, lovely. Everything was perfect. I looked at everything, zoomed in on my camera and everything. No issues. But today, which is a cool 5 days later, sure enough, thrip larva on one of the most beautiful leaves that I had seen ever when I opened it. So I was like, oh my gosh. So what over that course of 5 days, it came in looking great. I sprayed everything down with isopropyl alcohol like I do, and then I set them in that room to quarantine. I checked in on them daily when I would turn on my lights because I don't have timers in that room. And over time, I noticed that the leaf that I found the larva on today was yellowing, significantly getting yellower by the day. And I was like, no, this is not right. Something's going on. So today I looked at it, and sure enough, I see the larva crawling on that yellowing leaf. I did not see them anywhere else. I contacted the seller immediately and let them know, what is this? I'm freaking out. And they agreed that it was probably thrift larva. They mentioned that I should use Captain Jack's, and thankfully, I just keep this baby on deck. Like, I have it just in case I ever need it, because you're gonna need it. And this baby is good for spider mites, leaf miners, bagworms, coating moth, tet caterpillars, and thrips. So we're good here. We're good. I just have to continuously spray this, which I put it in my pump sprayer. 4 tablespoons, or is it 4 ounces? 2 tablespoons. It's online. Into 1 gallon of water. I put it in here. I sprayed everything down, and I have to continuously do that over the course of the next maybe 3 weeks, probably every 3 to 4 days, so that I can get anything that is in the egg form now and continues to grow. And I mentioned all of this not to put anyone down or bash any seller. What I want to do is inform y'all that you need to quarantine your plants, okay? And you need to be prepared for something to come up and not know it when it comes in, because I generally will spray everything as soon as it gets in with isopropyl alcohol. And then I do my Liqui-Dirt uh, ingredients here, which is basically tea tree castile soap, peppermint castile soap, BTI drops, which I added, it's not in the original video, hydrogen peroxide 3%, and isopropyl alcohol 70%. And then all of the measurements you could find online or in that video. I have made several videos of me actually making this mixture, but I don't think I ever posted it. But I've made the videos. But what I just want y'all to know is that these things do happen. So please quarantine your plants, y'all. It's very important. I can't stress it enough, and do that for at least 2 to 3 weeks. That's my go-to process. When I get a new plant in, I do quarantine it for at least 2 to 3 weeks. The problem is that I'm running out of rooms, y'all. I'm running out of rooms. I got plants everywhere. I have 2 tents and a greenhouse and a balcony full of plants, and they're all segregated. And then I started quarantining things, not just in the tent, because the tent was in like week 2 of the process. I had new plants coming in. So I started quarantining in bins. But then I also keep some of my anthuriums that are still acclimating in the bins because I want to move them out into ambient over time, but not immediately. You got to give them a little acclimated acclimation process to get them into living in your environment happily. So it's a whole process. But I just want y'all to be aware of this and not think that you get a plant and you just introduce it to your collection and you're good to go. Please do not do that because if ever you decide to share your plants or sell your plants or give away your plants or whatever it is, you don't know what you're passing on. So please be very careful. And this goes to collectors, buyers, sellers. Just y'all be careful because there's pests out there and they're gonna find your plants one way or another. They come in through an open window one day and spring's about to spring anytime. Like, it's coming. So we're gonna be opening windows when it's not so cold. Just I just want to do this little. Is it a public service announcement? I guess so. A plant service announcement? Okay. Now I've opened my box. I'm going to remove this. Thank you for that. And stuffing. Always good to have. Now let's see what's in this here. Okay, I knew there was a heat pack because the box was still warm. Thank you for that. And I've got, yes, two plant babies as expected. This one is a Bessier and Coswood Gator Bod. And the seller sent me pictures. Oh my gosh, it's wet. I think that's the other one that they sent me pictures of. So let me make sure because I'm not sure. I'm just going to. I love how well protected these are. I'm just going to move the box so that I can put this flat on this little stool that I'm using that you can't see. So, anywho, let me get into this. This is Best by Gatorbod. And let me remove this. Now, the question I have in my mind is where are these babies going to go? More quarantining to do. Um, I'm thinking the tent is the next place because I have stuff in the tent that can come in. That's on its third week already or beyond, probably well beyond, honestly. That can come on in the house now and get acclimated probably to my office. Um, but it's like a constant roulette of plants around here, and you can never be too careful. Just keep that in mind. Um, Yeah, I've gotten plants before that had spider mites on them. I never blame the seller. I've gotten plants that had. Ooh, there was a video I could not even upload because there were some sort of like things crawling on it, and I couldn't identify it. I sent it to my Discord group and asked them if what they thought it was, and everyone had a different answer. So I was like, I don't know what it is, but I don't want it. I don't want it. So I've been spraying that down ever since that package came in. Um, and I put those in another tent that I hadn't been using for a while. So it's just constant moving of plants. And this week, I'm happy to report I finally got all of my last couple of weeks of orders shipped out. So I have all orders out except for my one pickup order that's coming this weekend. Um, Everything's out. All my orders went out. I'm like so pleased. And all the plants in here now are mine, except for that one pickup order. So I'm like, finally, I can just treat everything, which I already generally do. That's another thing. Routine pest control. Don't wait until you see an outbreak to start treating your plants. You can treat them every, I would say at least twice a month. Treat all your plants just in case. And it doesn't have to be nothing crazy. Just spray all the foliage and the dirt. Um, Spray everything down and then turn off all the lights. And then let that spray sit overnight. I like to do my spray right before bed so that I turn off all the lights and none of the leaves get burned because some of the chemicals that are in your pest spray, such as isopropyl alcohol, will burn the leaves if the lights are shining on it. Um, so just cut off all the lights and go to bed, and then the next day you'll be happy and have some peace of mind, which is something that cannot be bought. Ooh, let's see this baby. This is one thing I can't. That's the other thing. If I was more freaked out about the pest, I might just stop. I might just stop buying all these plants, but y'all, look at these babies though. Are there two in here? Your girl, she hooked me up with two in here. You guys, there's another baby right there. Do you see that? There's a seed attached to it. That's its own little baby. I don't remember there being two in here. Thank you, girl. I'm so grateful. And it has its own little cup, so that's perfect. Shipped just like that, and it has lots of protective layer on it. And it's taped down, and it's still wet in there, so I don't even have to water her. But like I said, I am gonna spray this down like I always do because I wouldn't put it past anybody. You never know what's hiding in your substrate. Just because I can't see it doesn't mean it's not in there. But that 5 days later really took me by surprise. It really did. It really did. I can't even I can't even explain. I don't know why. I think it was because I had bought from the seller so many times that I was just like, no, we're good. Even when my friend told me that she had found the thrift larva on hers and sent me pictures, I believed her. Obviously, I wasn't like, you're lying. I believed her, but I was like, that's crazy. I was so scared that I opened my plants and I was like, they're good. We're fine. They look great. But the moment they did look great. Ooh, I like these cups. They're cute. I love reusing my cups. Hosted. Okay. If I had a hosted near me, I'd go because I like these little cups. Okay, so this one I'm about to open is the one she sent me a picture of. I'm so excited. This is Goliath Self by Pacific Coast Pack. Can you see that? I don't think you can. Zoom better. There we go. Goliath by Self by Pacific Coast Pack. Let's see. Okay, I like that she used the saran wrap. Saran wrap and then masking tape. Oh, you know what I've also learned recently is take all the masking tape off of your plant packages because if you don't and it gets wet, it will mold. Okay, just saying, it will. I mean, mold can be killed with isopropyl alcohol and hydrogen peroxide. It's not like it's gonna hurt your plants or anything, but it's unsightly. Okay, so in here I can see foliage, and I'm just gonna point out that this leaf right here looks kind of bent, and I'm like worried. But we go find out right now. Let's see. What's what? She's perfect. She's perfect. She was a little bit bent, but she's perfect. Yo, she's gorgeous. Look at the color. Oh my gosh. No. How? What? Girl. There's a rainbow in this leaf. I don't think you can see this on camera, really. I don't think it's visible for you. Can you see that there is like purples and reds and greens? And you can't. It's not gorgeous. Gorgeous. Thank you. These came from Miranda, also known as Plenty Web or Plenty Weave, as I see she's going back to her old name. And you can find her on Palm Street, where I found her and these babies. It does look like that the bottom of this leaf, I don't know if it melted or what, but it got like a little slight damage. But honestly, these things happen. I'm not worried about it. I'm just saying these things happen. But yes, you can go find her and you should because she has the most beautiful, beautiful plants. Every time I see that she's on, I'm like, oh my gosh, do I have money right now? Do I have money? Because I'm gonna want to buy something for sure. So follow her. Thank you, Miranda. I love these babies. Love. Um, yeah, that's all I have for y'all today. I just wanted to share these cute little plants. I'm trying to be more reasonable and not buy like a whole order of plants every time, but like a couple little things here and there. So that I have more to share with you guys when you do come see me. I go live on Palm Street. Oh, more news. I'm gonna put the link, of course, in the description box. But I am now a foundation member of Palm Street. So that means that I can go live whenever I want. Whenever I want. Unlimited lives. And purges, but I've never done a purge. But what that means is, if y'all ever want to see my plants, you can just ping me, let me know on my Discord, or you can message me, I guess, on YouTube, and schedule a time if you want to see some plants. I got you, because I have so many plants to share. I do regularly go live every Saturday, but this Saturday is my son's birthday, so I have not scheduled a live for this Saturday. I might still do one, but it won't be scheduled. It'll just be like, boom, I'm here. And then if I don't do it this Saturday, then I'll find another time to do it. Probably Sunday. Ah, this leaf is too beautiful. Cannot stop looking at her. Who did that? Is that the Goliath or the Pacific Coast Pap in this? I don't think it's the Pap because I have several Pap and they don't do that. I think it's the Goliath, which makes me really excited because I have another Goliath that's like baby, like still a little leaf butt, like Pinks I would say, and just one day it's gonna look like this. I can't. I'm too juiced. So yeah, I don't know. I think I've said so much today, and at the end of it all, I just want y'all to be careful. Take care of yourselves, take care of your plants, and just be aware that these things do happen. There do be pests in plants. Okay, they're attracted to the plants. A lot of those pests literally eat foliage. So what did you think? That they just weren't gonna come find your foliage? That's what I thought for a long time. So that's how I know that's what you thought. But we were wrong, guys. So take care of your plants. One of these days I will put up the description, my video, one of my many videos that I did of actually mixing the ingredients. But for the time being, I will link you to Liqui-Dirts, um, in the description box if it'll let. I think it'll let me. Yeah, go watch Liqui-Dirts because it's been very helpful for me, and many people have said the same. So I'm not the only one. And again, don't forget to go follow Planty Weave. Get you some little cute babies like this. I appreciate y'all. Thank you for listening to my rants about my plants and for your support on my channel. On Palm Street, I'm so happy whenever I see somebody. I've actually had someone say that they saw me on YouTube and then they saw me on Palm Street. I was like, this is so cool. But I swear I don't do it for like publicity. That's not my goal. I just want to share knowledge and share love and share plants with all of you. So that's all. Continue to be kind to yourselves and to others and find some love in your life. Okay, I'll catch you guys in the next video. Thank you. If you like this one, give me a thumbs up so that I know you like my video. I would appreciate comments because it helps the algorithm like kind of bump up the video so more people will find it. But that's all. That's all I got for you today. And I hope to see you guys in the next video or on Palm Street or somewhere around here enjoying some greeneries and things. Bye, guys.